Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on this Tuesday night. And we begin tonight with that horrible news and the images that played out for hours today after Tiger Woods was involved in a major accident this morning in L.A. County. The vehicle he was driving going off the highway and rolling over several times. And we have just learned from authorities moments ago that he had serious injuries to both legs, that he was awake and conscious when authorities responded at the scene, that he was able to identify himself, he was driving the car, and that he was alone. These were the aerials today of that SUV off the highway, flipping and ending up on its side. Authorities say there were no brake marks before the vehicle rolled over several times. Firefighters using an axe to break the windshield to get him out, saying they got to the scene in 6 minutes after a neighbor called 911. The investigation, of course, is now underway tonight, but authorities did say just before we came on the air that they did not see any evidence of impairment at the scene. Of course, fans across the country tonight praying for Tiger Woods. His agent earlier saying what we just heard from authorities, that Tiger Woods suffered multiple leg injuries and was rushed into surgery. We know Tiger Woods was recovering from his 5th back surgery. He said during an interview just this weekend that he was hoping to be ready for the Masters, though he acknowledged he was still hard at work getting his strength back. And of course, in December, those images we reported on at the time, the tournament with his son Charlie playing golf, looking an awful lot like his dad. Just yesterday, Woods with NBA legend Dwayne Wade posting this video on Instagram. At this hour, of course, we await more on Tiger Woods' condition, and ABC's chief national correspondent Matt Gutman leading us off tonight from the scene in California.
Tonight, those gutting images.
Now we are getting some confirmation, I believe, from the Sheriff's Department that it was Tiger Woods that was involved in that accident.
A one-car rollover accident just after 7 a.m. near Los Angeles. The car flipped over and crushed. First responders reportedly using an axe and another tool to pull out the windshield. It took first responders about 6 minutes to get to the scene after the first 911 call.
No skid marks, no braking. So apparently the first contact was with the center median, and from there then crossed into the opposing lane of traffic, hit the curb, hit a tree, and there was several rollovers during that process.
Locals in this upscale Southern California community called the road notoriously dangerous.
It was my understanding that he had serious injuries to both legs.
He was the only person in the vehicle. And on that SUV, you can see the logo from the Genesis Invitational Tournament. He was here for it this weekend, but he wasn't playing because he was recovering from his 5th back surgery. It took that record crew about 35-40 minutes to get the vehicle out of the gully. It was about 20 or 30 feet in, and you can see how mangled the car is pretty much from every side.
So Tiger, 7 weeks from today, final round of the Masters. You going to be there?
Gotta hope so. I got to get there first.
You feel like
a lot of space on my surgeons and my doctors and my therapists, and making sure that I do it correctly, and this is the only back I got.
Former NBA star Dwayne Wade posting this video on the course with Woods yesterday.
I say the GOAT, he's not comfortable with it, but that opportunity to come out here with this guy right here, man.
For many years, the #1 golfer in the world, and the accident comes after a powerful HBO documentary that tells the arc of his life, the history made, and the deep personal struggles he faced. It shows him when he was a toddler, watching his father hit balls into a net in the garage, showing off his skills on the Mike Douglas show, and the tournaments he won on his way to becoming the youngest #1 golfer in the world ever. His mom, always there, cheering. In November of 2009, 2 days after tabloid stories broke alleging his infidelity to his then wife Elin Nordegren, Woods crashed his SUV near their home in Florida. From there, his personal life unraveled on the world stage. But he worked to recover, apologizing to his fans and family.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
In 2017, his career still plagued with pain and multiple surgeries. Tiger was found by police passed out behind the wheel of his car.
Okay, do you know where you're going?
No.
And then in 2019, the improbable comeback. The country that watched him stumble also cheering for his return. And then what many thought impossible, watching him win his 5th Masters tournament. And tonight, just days after talking about yet another comeback, he's back in the hospital. Close friend and fellow competitor Justin Thomas there.
I'm sick to my stomach. It hurts to see one of now my closest friends, you know, get in an accident. And man, I just hope he's all right. Just worry for his kids. You know, I'm sure they're struggling.
That emotional moment playing out this afternoon as well. Let's get right to Matt Gutman with us tonight near the scene of the crash. And Matt, you just spoke with law enforcement. What more are you learning tonight?
Quite a bit more, David. Scene of the crash is right there to my right. And just minutes ago, law enforcement officials said that there were no skid marks, there were no brake marks. And just where you see those people milling about, that's where the car seemed to catapult over the median, crashing into that stand of Woods. Now, the first responder on the scene said that Woods was lucid and calm, and critically, the sheriff said that at this point there is no evidence that Woods was under the influence, but that may still be part of the investigation. David.
Matt Gutman leading us off tonight. Matt, thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.